Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Martin, and welcome back to another episode of Course. Unfortunately for today, I actually messed up my recording, so I'm doing a voiceover in on top of the gameplay I actually recorded. So the audio may not sync exactly. But yeah, if you're new around here, please hit subscribe, click the like button if you have enjoyed. That would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, in this episode, we are going to be doing a couple side missions and then hopefully do the main mission. So one of the first missions that I actually do is to find somebody, which ended up leading to a race that I actually failed a couple of times. You will see the race here, and yeah, right now I'm just trying to figure out which side mission I want to do, and I think I ended up doing the one that is called yeah, the civilian rescue mission. So I'm probably just gonna be explaining something about something. I don't really remember what I was explaining about, but yeah, I think I'm gonna continue the voiceover once I get to the actual area.
Maybe I should go there now.
So right here is where I actually come across the person who was in charge of giving the mission. At first I thought it was somebody that was behind the rock and I had to spin around, but it was actually on top, and he kind of just blended in. So he kind of explains the story about what happened, and I decided to take the mission. And then we set off to find the area of where the race is. And yeah, I basically have to look at the map and find it was like a pilot training course, and that's when I realized, oh, gonna be racing, and I was like, oh, maybe I might not actually be good for this.
I sense abandoned cargo in the area.
So upon getting to the destination, there is a bit of a wreck. I think this is actually some other mission that I kind of came across. Well, not really a mission, but like a side thing. I collected some debris and
Located
collected the items. I thought it might have been related to the missing person, but it was just finding items and then selling it to a scavenger. So I just do that quickly and gather some items.
right of the sensors will help find the rest. That should be all of them.
Pilot, let's talk. I got a deal for you. Looks like you have all the luck with salvage today. How about I buy it from you at a good price?
I was looking to sell it anyway, so you have a deal. Happy hunting out there.
You too. Goodbye.
Let's have a look.
Hey Nara, it's Gina. You know, from the Enclave. We're gonna race. Come on over.
So this is where I come across, I guess, the sister who
You're all alone.
kind of introduced me about the race, and I think as long as I completed the race beating the brother, I would be able to complete the previous mission. Yeah, but unfortunately, because I couldn't complete the race and I tried this a couple of times, you will eventually see why I couldn't complete the race. But after completing the race, I think that would have led to the other completion of the other mission.
And don't miss a gate.
That's all.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, during these explanations, even if you played the mission a couple of times, you won't be able to skip the dialogue. That's the unfortunate aspect. And at first here in the first race, I kind of had a terrible start because I was using the wrong boost. But eventually I do end up catching up. But the part where I end this first race that kind of went wrong was at one of the checkpoints, not checkpoints, but one of the these gates. Is it gates? I guess these checkpoints would be better. I actually couldn't get it in time and I ended up missing it. And I think because I missed it, as you can see, I ended up losing the race because you need to go all of them. This would have been a fine race if I actually got all of them and I could have won easily, but because of that, I lost this first race.
You're good.
Ha! He's always up for another race if you want to try.
Maybe later.
So of course I decided to start again, and as I mentioned, you have to listen to the entire dialogue and go through the race.
So here are the rules. I know you're just a scavenger and not a pro. I mean, racer.
Beat his time and don't miss a gate.
That's all.
Yeah.
Then let's race.
Starting the countdown. You better be ready.
So this time when the race started, everything went off pretty well. It didn't boost well enough, but it was still nothing to fret about. That ship just seemed to have a better acceleration than mine. But eventually I do manage to catch up, but the issue is coming up that really showed as to why how I kept losing the race.
Hey,
So things kind of go on. I'm not sure if I missed that, but I think it would have been fine. But eventually, as I fly through, I actually get knocked aside. As you will see right. Boom. So I actually tried shooting the guy, being like, yo, bro, that was such a cheap shot. But yeah, there was nothing to really do about it. I think at this point, after I think I do another race or two before I actually
So
quit
here
in
are the rules.
total.
I know you're just a scavenger and not a pro. I mean, racer.
Beat his time and don't miss a gate.
That's all.
Yeah.
Then let's race.
Starting the countdown. You better be ready.
So this other race also started off alright. But as I mentioned previously, the ships just seem to have a better acceleration than mine. But eventually I do catch up in speed, as you would see in many of these races and the other race. But similarly, when I was about to get close to this guy and overpowering him, I do get knocked off substantially, and I was actually pretty surprised because at first I thought it was maybe like a, not like a bug, but like accidentally knocked into the guy.
Mind on the race, boy.
But as you can see right here, I get full on knocked out and then catch up afterwards. But I think I did miss the checkpoint in one of these, so it was a bit unfortunate. And then shooting, for some reason, released a boost, so I was like, oh, great, I lost again.
Yeah! I won! Did you see that?
You're good.
Ha! He's always up for another race if you want to try.
Maybe later.
I decided to do it again, but before this attempt, I actually went out of bounds,
Beat his
went
time
ahead
and don't miss a
of
gate.
the ring.
That's all.
The ship went on automatically. I didn't control it.
Starting the countdown.
So I got a disqualification because of that, but yeah. Yeah, this time it wasn't any other better. Same old start. His plane or spaceship has better acceleration, and then we go through and we not like clash. Yep, I got hit, big hit. And at that point I was like, okay, yeah, this is not gonna work out for some reason. Maybe it's because I was using mouse and keyboard. Maybe it was because I just couldn't race it well enough because I'm not used to it. But nonetheless, I was like, okay, maybe this might be the last. I think this should be the last race before I actually finally quit. But yeah, I did pretty well even after the hit, but unfortunately I couldn't catch up in time and I lost the race again.
Yeah! I won! Did you see that?
You're good.
Ha! He's always up for another race if you want to try.
Maybe later.
Anybody out there? It's kind of urgent. Emergency.
It's coming from the only fuel processing facility around.
So after that, I decided to do another mission, so hopefully something a lot easier. This mission essentially is just me
This is Nara.
helping
What
this
happened here?
spaceship
Oh,
gas
I don't know.
station
Nobody tells me nothing.
to
But
destroy
I gotta clean up the
the
mess
debris
real
so
quick
that
ships can dock
the
and
machine
refuel.
can be operating again.
Emergency.
And then eventually, after clearing some of the debris, pirates come and I just defeated the pirates easily. And then after this mission, I think I decided to do the main mission. So I'll probably just resume there.
Should have joined the resistance. Better pay.
You, a fighter pilot?
Any point, I shoot. Simple enough.
Real simple.
One gone, on to the rest. This debris is recent. Pirate and Enclave ships. Fuel is as precious as lives. That's it. Ships can knock again. Time to get back.
Hey, all cleared up. How's your engine?
Almost there. Someone needs to reboot the fuel system. It's down below. Real close. We're gone for a moment and somebody's already stealing our fuel.
I can't let them have it.
Too close.
Target hit.
Just give up already.
Leave. This is Enclave territory.
The fuel system is working again. I should get back. They're done. They made their choice.
Hey, you survived. What a fight.
You owe me.
What? Come on, that ain't hard work. You had fun.
Don't push me.
All right, here. We good now?
Yes. Your job is more important than you realize. Keep the facility running at any cost. Nara out.
Report now. Any damages?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. And yes, I killed all the pirates before they could, you know.
Enclave, we need additional guards now. We can't lose any fuel resources.
Right. It's all you have.
Okay, so this is the part where the main mission kind of starts, and we are here to look for an old friend. There was some new, I guess, stuff that I didn't see before, which are these things that are basically like mines. So I had to destroy them before proceeding forward, otherwise they would do a lot of damage. And then as we proceed further, we get these memory, sort of like Force Echo from the Star Wars game that I previously played.
Other scavengers out here.
Destroyed 22.5 years ago by Circle vultures. Their logs mention the same shrine we seek.
I tricked you into coming here.
Yeah, this area looks pretty sick. It's pretty mysterious. I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to do, but eventually the indicator popped up for the destination, but I thought maybe I need to go collect this. And we get more memories and a little bit more backstory. So at first I thought I was talking to like an actual person, but eventually I found out I was not exactly correct. Oh.
This is recent. The circle is onto Forza. I must find him first. The entrance. That's my way in. Regrowth seals.
We then come across these things where you have to destroy them both at the same time. The first one was pretty easy. It kind of gets a bit harder afterwards. So just wait and see what I mean.
I can enter.
And then flying this through this tight space house.
I sense Forza's presence. Echoes of his spirit. Wandering this
Pretty bad at flying and came across a mine as well. And I was like, okay, maybe I should slow down. I don't take damage. And I almost fell into that one again.
A memory. I'm getting closer.
The circle will find us. We must strike first.
I'm done with all that.
I was not meant to hide.
I forced him to be alone. Whatever drove them away, it wasn't the circle. Time to face him and his judgment.
So here we get a cutscene, and I thought, oh, maybe it's gonna be a cutscene, and then I'm gonna be able to play as a player, as a person instead of just being confined to the ship. But during this entire cutscene, you eventually realize you're just gonna be playing on the ship forever, which is okay. But like, I wanted a bit of, in a sense, variety. So you come, you walk, you kind of, I think, hear her thinking. I'm not really too sure. But I'm assuming if she was thinking, it would have been in the text. And then something opens, you're like, okay, is this person hiding in there? And then what ended up happens is that you realize it's not a person you're looking for, or I realize it's not a person you're looking for, but rather it is dun, 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 a spaceship. Yeah, your old friend is a talking spaceship, and it turns out that your old friend is mad at you for leaving it here, or him here, I guess. And yeah, he doesn't like the circle. He doesn't like you either, but he's willing to work with you to destroy the circle. Friend of a friend. No, an enemy of an enemy is a friend, I guess.
7 years.
Is that the saying? I think that's how the saying goes.
On standby mode. You said.
It'll just be for a short while. I'll be back as soon as things calm down.
I couldn't come back. I couldn't let people see a circle.
Negative. Do not lie. You never intended to return.
Yes.
Explain.
I couldn't look at you, knowing what I'd done. I killed a planet. That's... I knew you wouldn't understand.
You were in pain.
Yes, I was.
And now?
Now, there's nowhere left to hide. And I need to do terrible things again. And there's no one else I can do them with. I know I let you down. I'm sorry.
Welcome back, Nara.
So after the initial interaction, you get to go into the ship. It's a really sick ship. Upon switching your weapons, it kind of materializes sort of like nanomachine, nanotech kind of thing. And then flying it just feels faster than the other previous ship. And then there's also some cool features that we will be exploring as we escape through this area. I don't know why they had it so complicated in the way to escape, but
Searching for you.
I guess all for the design sake of the level, I guess. You might not see it, but I was doing air quotes being like level.
The bond between our spirits.
Upon using this ship, it was definitely felt a lot faster. I was like thinking, oh, maybe I can bring this ship back to the race and definitely beat the guy, because it felt fast without using that super boost, and it was faster probably with it. So here's where I use the new feature, which is like a drift. So it's pretty cool, but it took a bit for me getting used to, as you can see how I failed the first one. So now the second one, I decided to slow down and drift, and it worked. But I think because I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, it will definitely be hard. So we then come across the same thing earlier, where we gotta destroy that thing. I get stuck here a little thinking I could reverse, but you can't really reverse on a spaceship. So yeah, so basically what you have to do is once again destroy those, but because of the way they are angled, you have to utilize the drift function. But I think I just angled myself properly without using the drift function to clear it. There is another one that actually utilized the drift function a lot more, but similarly, I think I got lucky and didn't really use it all that much.
Felt like we were in harmony again.
No, despite our bond, I do not trust you.
Then why did you come?
Retribution. To hunt the circle.
That's all.
It is enough.
So here's the part where we need to use the drift function, I think, to drift around. I think I got lucky with this. Yeah, because it would have been a lot more tougher.
Forza, we only have a chance against them when we work together.
I am following you, am I not?
It's the only way.
Yes, since I have no choice. I am just your machine.
You mean so much more to me.
When we're out of here, I still need something else.
And then we hunt.
I promise, Forza.
So here's the final one where I need to drift and speed boost. I definitely missed the first one, I think.
All around us.
And then, yeah, I missed quite a few. I wasn't able to control it properly. But thankfully, I think I cleared it on the first try. Nope. I had to restart this one, aim myself properly, and then kind of drifted at the last minute.
But we are not alone.
Stand down and hand over our eldership, Pete.
The circle vulture. Our prey now. I see. Their stern is still vulnerable.
Then after escaping, we come across these enemies that deployed the mines, which was annoying, and then had like a frontal shield that was basically impenetrable. I believe I ended up dying first aspect, this first battle, and had to restart a battle. I ended up defeating one guy, but it was the other guy that actually gave me a bit more of an issue because you have to drift behind the person, and then I was trying to do that while still trying to maintain control, but couldn't. Oh yeah, in this first battle, I just got wrecked by the mine, and I had to restart. But thankfully, restarting didn't really require me to do a lot of the other previous steps, and I just had to battle again. This time, I was able to battle it pretty easily. Not pretty easily, but a lot better than the previous time. I zoomed a little bit too fast with the drift, trying to be fancy. Almost got hit by the mine, but yeah, it worked out in my favor eventually. Defeated it. At this point, I thought I defeated the guy already because it seemed like his health was gone, but turns out I didn't. Then this one, I think it was a different guy with the annoying shield, and I thought I was gonna lose again, eventually got both.
They're down. But many more are coming to cleanse the entire system.
And then it's just a little bit more conversation between the characters and
Only if you let
yeah.
me visit a special place.
What place?
You will see later. Promise me.
Of course, Forza. I promise. I must get to the temple.
Yes, of course. I noticed something missing in you, Nara. You are fractured.
I am. I burned nearly all my rights out of me. Suppressed my gifts.
Then you also abandoned part of yourself.
Now, I need those rights back.
Good. They made you a perfect warrior.
Yes, I perfectly failed. If I fail again, Forza, you must stop me. Kill me. Please.
Understood.
Until then, we must fight. We will hunt them.
Yes, we will.
And then here is basically where I said goodbye. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit the like button and click subscribe. Apologies for having to voiceover, but hopefully next time it won't happen. But yeah, until next time, you are loved. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now. Peace.